Today was a really tough day. It was really busy, but I think the hardest part was emotionally. There was a young boy somewhere between the age of 10 and 12 who came in very sick, and I was called to the operating room to assist, and he had a ruptured appendix. When we got done, we tried to find out about the family, and we're told that he was at a camp, and he was in a tent, living in a tent, and was brought over from the tent hospital where he had spent about 7 days. That's probably when he ruptured his appendix. And we asked about any family. Apparently he'd been brought to the gate and dropped off. Nobody knows who his family is. We don't even know if he has family. And he's very sick, and after the surgery I think he'll do well. I think he'll recover. Tomorrow we're going to go and we will send somebody to the camp and see if they can figure out who his parents are. And then there's a little 15-year-old girl who fell down a well, and she's been here since I've gotten here. And she took a turn for the worse. We had to take her back to the operating room, and I helped while they put a chest tube in her. And then there's another young man. He's 26 years old. He's dying of HIV, and all he wants is his mother. And since I've been here for the last 5 days, nobody has been to visit him. So I don't think there will be any family here when he dies. So anyway, it's emotionally tough. It's physically tough. And we're doing what we can. Good night. So we work with translators here, and I was working in a clinic yesterday, and the translator seemed really distracted. He had his Walkman, little earphones on, and was kind of sitting at the desk, like slumping. And I felt like he really wasn't paying attention. I was getting a little bit annoyed. I didn't want to say anything. I was trying to be patient. It's hard enough, having to use a translator, but if you feel like your translator is not paying attention, it's even harder. And then his phone rang, and while we were talking to a patient, he answered his phone. Well, I couldn't hold back. I got very angry. I said, you need to not answer the phone when we're talking to patients. So things were a little rough then, and we got through the patient encounter. When we went outside, I started talking to him and trying to smooth things over, trying to ask him about himself and what he did. Well, apparently he had lost his wife in the earthquake. He was trying to raise his 2 children alone. He'd lost his business. He'd lost a lot during the earthquake. And he said when the phone rang, that was his child calling him. I felt really bad, but it gave me a whole new perspective on what was going on with him in his life. And I really try not to judge people, try to be understanding. And this was a good lesson for me. So I will be even more patient and more understanding. I'll keep trying.